Now, Paul, another type of retirement plan we often see that a lot of our clients have is a 401k already in place. So, can you talk a little bit more about details and things that our clients should consider when they go to combine a cash balance with a 401k they already have set up?
Yeah, absolutely. Probably the 401k is the most popular and probably the best kind of starter plan for a small business owner. And even specifically, whether it's a solo 401k plan or a safe harbor plan, that's going to be a good starter plan in addition to a SEP. But I think we see a lot more solo 401ks. These plans combine great with 401k plans. Now, one thing clients need to understand is they can't just layer retirement plan on top of retirement plan and just assume they can contribute the maximum amount. There are limitations or specifically exclusions. In fact, a lot of plans cannot be combined at all. But a 401k is a very good plan to combine. There's two components we would generally say, the employee and the employer, or the deferral and the profit sharing. But the deferral, which is roughly 23 grand or 30, depending on age and what year you're specific talking about. But those you can do, those are employee sponsored or employee contributions. So you can do those without restriction, assuming you haven't done it at another job. So you have no problems with that. The profit sharing is going to be limited from a traditional 25% down to 6%. Okay. So there's going to be a limitation. So I tell clients that, look, if you're used to putting, 60, 70 grand into your 401k, you're going to lose $20,000 to $30,000 depending on your situation. However, you're going to pick up, 100, 200, 300,000 on the cash balance plan side of things. So again, these plans are great to be combined together. I would say probably over 90% of our plans are what we would call combo plans. They're two plans that work together. They're not one plan that has both features. They're two separate plans, but we have to test them together because there's combination rules. We call it cross-testing, but great structure, probably our number one plan design, and we see it all the time. And really, that's the best structure if you're really looking to maximize your contributions to get in the highest annual amounts in a given year. Those two plans together are what makes the most sense,
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll even see a lot of clients who already participate in another 401k plan through another employer, but they'll still open up their own 401k. So they aren't able to contribute towards that employee deferral, but they can still do that additional 6%. So it gives them a couple additional grand to contribute on top of their cash balance plan.
Yeah, absolutely. And the profit sharing that they're going to be limited to is going to be roughly $20,000. Now, again, that's driven by the 6% of the W-2. So you have to have a W-2, over 300 to get yourself, closer to that level. So, if someone's only got a lower W-2 and they're getting a few $1,000s, sometimes the mechanics don't make a lot of sense, but it just depends. It definitely gives you a rather simple way to add a little bit more on. And remember that the cash balance plan contributions are generally going to be mandatory because it is a type of defined benefit plan, but you always have that 401k as elective, right? So you can add it on when you need a little bit more, or you don't have to contribute to it. It's optional if you want to go that route. So, hopefully that was a good summary for people who are looking to combine those two plans together.
Yeah, absolutely. And one other benefit that I hear often is, you're not confined to that 5% interest rates rule as opposed with the cash balance plan. So with the 401k, absolutely hit your home runs, take your risk, and you're not confined to any investment performance in that plan. So that's another reason and another benefit, to combine both plans.
Absolutely. You keep your conservative investments in your cash balance plan, and then you can do a very heavy or aggressive stock, allocation in your 401k profit sharing because you're not driven by the defined benefit plan structure and the 5% interest crediting rate. So you can definitely swing for some home runs there. Absolutely agree with that. That makes a lot of sense.
Fantastic. Well, yeah, that was the last point I had. That was a great summary.